welcome back to Snekburd. Yeah, this is sunset. What is the title screen for Sunset Land? That actually looks kind of nice. Two very tall cliffs with a little pear on it. Sure. Alright, so last episode we kind of just barely started out this little place. Did we miss 35? Was 35 ever a thing? Just let me see. Oh yeah, no, yep, 35 was a thing. 35 was a level. I don't remember what 35 at all. Interesting. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna keep going this today. Yeah, it looks like this episode, sorry, this episode, this island. This island is just a lot of it's vanilla puzzles, but focusing around cul-de-sacs? No. Well, this one's just a really long snake. Can I get over here? Yes. Can I get back from here? No. Okay. It was about cul-de-sacs for a bit, and then it stopped being about cul-de-sacs. Okay, so it is still about narrow passages though. I do see this very narrow passage that I can't actually get out of. I suppose... What is my length right now? My length is 9. Interesting. So I can't actually get in here and get back out, I don't think. No, because yeah, it's not possible to get back out after that. Because the entrance is where my tail would be, but the entrance is where my head needs to be. So if I'm a length of 9, it doesn't work. So I can't actually go in and come back out. I can't flip in there. This is very awkward. I don't think this is actually right. I suppose I could try this. Yeah, I could do that. Is this valid? Ooh, barely not valid. However, if I got a length of 10, it would be valid. I think the main problem really comes from how to actually get up there. I'll be a length of 11, right? So I guess if I just manage to eat this and then stand from wherever my head is right now. Let's turn on the grid just to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm at length of 9 right now. There's only 2 fruits. If I were to stand, if my tail were at my head's position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I would need a length of 12 to get up there. But what about from here? Let's just check this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yes, from this ledge over here, you can actually get up there as a length of 11. So that's our goal. Our goal is to get a length of 11 and end up with my tail on this ledge. Okay. Okay. What length do I need to get on top of this pear? 10. So definitely looks like I need to get this fruit first. Can I get from this ledge over to that ledge as a length of 10? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I also need a length of 11 to get from this ledge over there. What? Okay, well then something clearly is wrong here. 2, 4, 6. 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you need... We need a length of 11 to get from here to there. Well, I was thinking about up here, but then again, we already figured out that we can't do this, right? We can't flip ourselves around. And even if I could, I don't think I actually hook from where my head is and get down there as a length of 11. That just isn't possible. There's another ledge here that I can stand on, that I can get as a length of 9. What about from here to here? So yeah, again, I'm just barely not tall enough for this. Which means that... I suppose it could be possible to get... maybe. Yeah, it kinda looks like a mess though. I don't know how I'd really like to do this. kind of want to get back there, but I'm gonna fall way too much. I need like 2 more lengths to get here, but 2 more lengths, I can't spare 2 more lengths. Okay. So, this is too much. One thing I could technically do, I think, is this. From here I can sort of do this, and then... Well, that lands me right there, so there's no real difference doing this. I definitely think pair is first. I think, because... Again, this apple over here, once eaten, I can't traverse between this ledge and the ledge down there at the bottom right without a length of 11. So I'm thinking that I can't actually navigate that place without first having a length of 10. Which means pairs first. Also, this ledge I can easily get to, which makes me think it's basically the more likely approach. However, we do meet some issues. Like, clearly this is wrong. Yep, we're always off by a length of 2. But clearly we can't be not off by a length of 2. Now off by a length of 1. Is this gonna be off by a length of... This is gonna be off by a length of a lot. I wonder if it's possible to, like, flip myself like this? I'm gonna fall, right? Yeah, I'm gonna fall a lot. Okay. Could I position myself atop this pair first? I could. Oh, look at that. That looks very interesting. If I could... I want to say if I could fold myself into the space above that pair, I could be fine. But I have like a bit sticking out. My tail is kind of awkwardly placed. So like... I feel like I have to fold myself like directly like this, but of course I get stuck if I do that. I can't just get up into the pair, right? Yeah, definitely not. Oh, I need 1 more length to get up into the pair. But I don't think that was... Yeah, I don't think that's what I wanted. What about if I could... Could I just rotate myself around the pair? Well, I could rotate myself around the pair. Is this valid? No, it's not valid. Okay. I want to rotate myself around the pair. What a stupid thing to say. Is going from here plausible? Just barely not. Okay. But from here it is. The problem is I want to approach the top of the pair from the other side. Although, like, clearly you can see here, like, it's a similar situation to the one up there. Can't really flip around. Of course, this wouldn't work. It's close. But clearly this fruit is also wrong, isn't it? Well, I can't say for sure that that fruit is wrong. I can always do this sort of thing to like wrap myself around it. But then again, I need a length of 1 to come to that ledge. It's always like I'm always short by a length. And I have no idea how to get that extra length because both require... I keep falling, no. This is absolutely incorrect. I can't get up onto that at all, like, it's just not possible. I don't know which fruit to get first, to be fully honest. I have no idea which fruit to get first. This is bad. That's really bad. I kinda like want to minimize my fall. Right now I can really only afford to do like a couple more moves. Yeah. This is as good as it gets. 1 more and I'm done for. Yeah, same thing here. It's always like that. This ledge on the corner is not very helpful. This gets me stuck. The next most interesting thing is this. Like, I don't know how to proceed from here though. Because I can either go back Ah, that looks slightly better. In fact, it is better. So what did that do? That was... I guess it was simply to position a part closer to my head on the ground. So whereas here my tail segment was going to be on the ground when I try to go back. Yeah, it's like the part of my body that's on the ground is the tail section. So it's going to leave the ground earlier. Whereas if I flip myself around like so, the part close to my head is on the ground. So it's gonna take a lot longer for that part to fall, which means I can get onto the ledge and save myself in time. Alright, there you go. So now I want to do that one trick again. Yep, where I go around like so. And from here I can eat this fruit and get over here, which we know we want an extra length to do. Okay, I can just stretch myself over, I think. I will fall, but that's... no. I don't want to fall. In fact... Can I just do this? I think I can just do this, yeah. I want to be exactly on the edge. There you go. Because my fall, I got one extra bit of distance to cross, which is why that didn't work. Okay, navigation puzzle. That felt like a harder version of like one of the puzzles in the main island. Sure. Alright, it's level 40. Alright, 2 birds. You know what this could be? I feel like this could be like the equivalent of Snowland in in original Snekburd. Alright, how do I do this? You can't eat that, although that's a very hazardous thing to do. Are these fruits identically far apart? This is 3 segments away. This is also 3 segments away, they're the same height. Everything is symmetrical. I guess except for the fact that like the technically, yeah. So like there's slightly more space on the right, although I don't believe that to be relevant. I don't believe it will become relevant. Okay. Well, a length of 3 is hard to do anything with. Okay. However, I note that you can sort of do this kind of thing to sort of straighten yourself out. If I could get like a shape that looked like this, but backwards, so that my head is at the tail position, that would be ideal. Which means I sort of want this. Yes, there you go. There you go. And I can just climb up and eat this fruit. And I want to say it's the same the other way around. But I think now we do have an option as to which one to eat which fruit. I don't think it could have been done the other way, like this initial setup. I don't think the two... Yes, I don't think the 2 snake could have been the one being the extension. Because if the 5 snake went to eat that fruit, it would kind of just not be able to come back. There wouldn't be enough ground below it. So this has to happen. Alright, I can basically do the same thing to get this 3 length into a 4 length, but this 3 length being a 3 length makes me think I have a better chance doing this. A 6 length and a 3 length works better. Also, yeah, as you can see here, if it were a 2 length, I would have this final like segment to stand on, which would have killed the bluebird. So right now this is what allows this to happen. I'm thinking that because this is only possible with a 3 length, but this is what I have to do. I can't be sure though, it could be a 4 length and a 5 length solving this puzzle, but there you go, I guess. I guess I could do like a hook. No, that's kind of awkward. Like, looking at this, I think... Okay, hold on. Yeah, a 6 length can barely get in. No, a 5 length can actually get in as well. A 5 length simply needs to do this and like move by 1 because it would then fall with head first in there. A 4 length, however, cannot get in, needs the help of the 5 length bird. If 6 length bird extended by 1... No, 6 length bird would not work extended by 1. So, okay. How would 3-length bird get in? Or how would a 4-length bird get in, I guess? Because we know a 5-length bird can get in on its own. A 4-length bird needs help, but how? What kind of help? So it has to stand on something. But what can it stand on? It's like it needs an extra... Is the fruit ever necessary? Oh. Well, if the fruit is ever necessary, I could probably just set up the exact same thing again. Like, whatever I did to get the fruit, I can just set up the exact same thing. I basically have that setup repeated. So if that setup was necessary, I can just replicate it however I want it. Or whenever I want it. That's fine. Alright, so... a 5 is the minimum required to eat that fruit. I think, therefore... Okay. Okay, hold on. I kind of want, like... I think I kind of want this shape a bit more. Yeah, this shape a bit more. There you go. So this gets me a length of 4 and length 5. As demonstrated, a length 5 can get in just by doing this. It will fall head first in there. So technically a length 5 can get in. A length 4, however, needs a bit of help. I don't know what that help would be. I can't think of a shape that would help though. Like for a 4 to get in at all. I'm thinking like... It's like, if I could do this... Even if I were a bit long, I couldn't actually fit around the green bird. Like, if green bird... No, hold on. Okay, so let's say green bird... Let's say I made a hook. No, but like pushing it out doesn't help at all. What? Wait. I'm starting to doubt the fact that the 2-bird can even get the first fruit. Could a length 2-bird get in there? Maybe. 2 and 7 could do that. A 2 and a 7 could help. So we have a length 2 and 5, right? If it were a 2 and a 7 bird, that could actually generate some useful shape, I think. So I guess somehow the 5-length bird has to do this. But this looks impossible. Can I climb onto this fruit? No. Even at this height, yeah, even at this height I'm not able to. You cannot climb on a fruit here. I don't know, like, even if I did this, I just can't. I just cannot get back. And this is as far out as the 2-length bird can stretch. Like, this is as far as it goes. I can't do anything anymore. Oh, this works. Wow. Wow. Alright, I guess that's definitely a better move than this. So this is possible. Wouldn't be possible with a length 6 even. Alright, so... Okay. Alright, let's flip this bird. Let's go from a higher position. Yeah, this is better. So this, I can just do the exact same thing. So this lets me fold on myself. I don't know why I thought this was worse. It intuitively seems a bit worse to have to do that, but I guess it survives somehow. The shape that I wanted to do was like have like a little hook here. Like technically this hook can appear like that. Oh, and I think that does work. Wow. Okay, kinda a small issue with this is that 7-bird can't actually get in there. This is the minimum size, right? 7-bird can't survive. 2-bird can get in, but 7-bird can't. Okay, so maybe the shape that I want is like the reverse, like this. Oh, look at that. Very clean. So it requires a small bird to like fit within a little space. I think again, like it's the it's not parity, it's like polarity. Where you need a long bird and a short bird as opposed to two equal length birds. You need a really long bird plus a really short bird. I think that idea was sort of introduced in like level 32, where you first are asked to produce a flying machine. So yeah, I guess that's a new concept in this game that I never really thought about. Polarity. Okay, we got... sorry, what level is this? This is 43, right? No, it's 41. What? I think this is 43. Alright, gotta get 2 fruits. Somehow get all the way up there. If I manage to, like... No, if I manage to do this... So... I need to push the entire stack over by 1. Okay. No. This is kind of awkward. No, this is actually very awkward. This push is bad. Yeah, this push is horrendous. Wait, hold on. What am I trying to do again? I'll try to push the entire stack over by 1. Like, just checking the grid again. If this entire stack was moved over by 1, and I was a length of 6, yes, I could get into the portal. So, alright, that's the goal. Length of... Oh, jeez. Length of 6 plus the entire stack shifted over by 1 plus a staircase. I wonder if there ever needs to be a shift in the... Okay. Oh, that's bad. So this is kind of forced to make sure I don't trap myself, which is why that couldn't work with this one tall block, because I can't make this like shape to make to be able to push this right while still hanging off of it. I kind of need to dip down by 2. But of course, because for a 1 block you can't dip down by 2, otherwise you would be pushing it. You can only dip down by 1, which is why you get stuck. Maybe as length of 5 I could actually survive this. So is this length of... No, this cannot be grabbed as length of 4. Okay. So this entire stack also has to be pushed right by 1. Okay. I don't think I can lift a block. Okay, why don't I try something? What do I want to try? I can't push a block that is below another block because that requires me to dip by 3. At least. For this, it will require me to dip by 4. And I can't dip by 3 or more. Okay. So what if the goal is actually to get that apple? I think it might be to get that apple. That is, I think, a little easy to work with. It is, and I can actually get back because I'm a length of 5. So can I actually get this over now? I can. Alright, very good. Can do the same thing here. No. Hold on. Did I not want this? Issue is once I push this over, I kind of don't have anything to stand on anymore. But I can't push this over either. Unless... ooh, wait. Unless by some miracle I can... I can't go underneath that. That's really bad. Okay, maybe I didn't want to push this over yet. Maybe I wanted to tinker with... With what? I have to push this back. Because if I don't push this back, I can't push the bottom block back. And if I don't do that... Okay. Yeah, but the problem is, sorry, if I push this bottom block, I just don't have anything to stand on. But, like, I also can't get down there. Is this good? Am I allowed to do this? Or is this just a fail state? It feels like the only step I can do. Is there anything better here? I don't think there is. I do think this is forced. Because this is the only way to get close enough to the apple to like reach out by 2 and then come back. I can push this by 1. I wonder if that's useful. I don't really think it is. And I kind of have to push by 2 anyway. Ooh. Is it ever useful to do this? Why would I do that? That looks really bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm experiencing a tiny bit of input lag. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I think I am experiencing a tiny bit of it. Okay, it's gone. Awkward. No, either way, I was thinking this is not what I want to do. I don't see anything else to do besides this, though. So, like, I'm heavily considering this as a fail state. Unless I can somehow get down there below this 3x2. No, yeah, I just cannot push this way. It's like, maybe I have to... I guess interestingly enough, I also can't push by 1. I could, however, like, sort of tinker with this. Maybe I can push this by 1 now. Okay, hold on. Okay, this still gets me stuck, but... Like, if I push from here, I think I'll be able to survive. No. If this were back in its original position, maybe that would be better. Okay, so... what do I want to do here? No, not good. I don't know if this is good or not. Like, okay, let's reset. This is set of moves is the only thing I can do at this point. I was thinking... No, even if I were 1 longer, this couldn't work out. Suppose I wanted to push... Right. As a length of 5, I could actually go down there. That's what's important. I could go underneath the 2x2. And that's what I want, I believe. To be able to get a vertical stack as a length of 5. And then get underneath the 2x2. However, this idea does not seem right. Although I do notice that theoretically I could do this. There's just no ground there to do anything with. Also, this 3x2 doesn't really help. I could get onto the other side. Is that useful? I mean, I could have chosen... Yeah, I could have done this. I could have, like, decided to push... Can I push this by 1? I can, yes, and I can survive. Why is this useful? This doesn't get me anywhere. This doesn't get me anywhere at all. I can't push this over, because then I'm gone. I need all 3 blocks to survive, as we have determined the end state. So I can't push any of this any further. I can push this 1 further, but then I'll just be back in the original state that I was in. Could I push this by 1 and still get back up? It doesn't seem plausible. Could do this, but then again, stuck in the same state. Doing this on the other side doesn't work because there's nothing on the ground to get me back up. And like... I think at this point I kind of just want to reset the entire structure and then shift it to the right without moving the bottom block. I think the trick is that the bottom block cannot actually ever be shifted out of its original position until the final state. Which is why if I restart the level, this is this doable as a length of 5? Technically, is this doable as a length of 6? Not really. if I push this over, if I push this entire thing over by 1, which I cannot at this current moment, that's why I want a length of 5. Yeah. Can I actually push this, can I actually not push this over by a length of 1 right now? I guess not. Okay. How do I do anything here? It's like my goal is just to get down there. But I clearly cannot. I can get here. But I can't do anything about this. Oh, however, on this side I can actually push this over by 1. Is that useful? It might be useful. Have I not tried this setup before? Wait, why doesn't this work? Why didn't this work? Oh, how did this work usually? I need empty space there. Oh, wait a minute. Right, I need this 2x2 to be back in position, but it can't because that's the entire problem I was trying to solve. It just cannot. How do I get you back? So I want to just... I need to go down by 1, but that just loses me a lot of stuff. Actually, what if I did this? Ooh, that's a new thing I haven't seen yet. And actually, that might be very useful for me because I can actually use that as a piece of ground to stand on. And I'm pretty sure I can... Can I actually get back from that? Not entirely sure, but... I cannot still get a length of 6, of course. Does this actually have to go back? Yeah, I think so. But clearly that's not gonna work. So I kind of just like flipped the entire thing, but not really flipped it. Still can't get on top of that at all. Not even close. Oh, wait, hold on. Doing this, I can get below you. That's interesting. Yes, that is very interesting, yes. I can actually do the exact same thing to get this back on the other side, so... Yes, this is actually very helpful for me. Can get up here, and now I can just flip the entire setup. Okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. I have ground to stand on, so this is perfectly valid. Push. Push, push. There you go. That gets you. Nice. Alright. Okay, I think we've already figured out most of the puzzle. Push. I need to go down by 2. I think this is just a lot of, like, math. How do I do this? It's this block again. How do I do this again? Crap, it's the exact same setup. Is it this? No, wait, how do I do this? Is this different? This is different from the other side because there's no... Yeah, because the 2 block down there is differently placed. But this is the minimum I can... Yeah, this is the minimum length required. The minimum, like, stretch required to get that what is it? Grape? To get those grapes. I have to stretch as far as possible with maximum length to get that grape. So this is, I think, forced. To get here is forced. I have to figure out a way to get back. A length of 6 should be very helpful. In fact, I think it's actually helpful enough that I can just do this. Yes, I'm pretty sure because I'm a length of 6, I can actually get up this and then do this. Bad. Okay, never mind. How about this? No, this is also bad. This push is bad. How did I do this before? Right, I went underneath you? What did I do? This? What the heck is this move? Why is this move valid? Sure. I mean, I'll take it. It's a random move that I guess somehow works. That doesn't work. Okay. So I guess I have to like do this. Ooh, I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Okay, so a different setup has to be observed. How about from here? This could be better. This is absolutely not better. Okay, so the reason why this worked before as length of 5 because of my parity. When I was length of 6, I'm a little too long. My tail blocks myself and I can't push any further. Okay. So it is forced to be a different setup. I love how like at different lengths, different setups are required even with the same set of blocks. That's really interesting to me. In fact, this exact thing, like as a length of 5, you have to only drop down by 1. But as a length of 6, you have to drop down by 2. And it's totally non-negotiable. You cannot do either in the other case. Okay, maybe this is fine. Ooh, okay, I have to land on you then? I think this is also okay. No, it's not at all okay. This is not okay. I need to be able to push that block back. Is it just impossible to push that block back? No, it must be possible. Again, we've already decided that that block being there is forced. So somehow we need to push back. This is not enough height. It's, I think, 2 off. Yeah, it's 2 off. And so I just need to push the bottom block left by 2. I hope it's not about stumbling into the right answer. About like logically figuring this out. It's just that this doesn't work, and I don't know what could work. Like if I had a different setup, I would fall. Yeah, and this is kind of an issue. That would not work. And this also would not work because I would fall. So what if I did this? So starting from 1 higher, I guess. Because of my new parity, I have to start from the other color, basically. I have to start from 1 space away. Which, I guess that works out. I guess. Anyway, this still doesn't get it. Oh, what? How about this? Oh, that caused me to fall. Oof, I just can't have 2. Oh. So this having 2 is the problem. There being 2 in that column. Okay. What if I did this? I guess the thing is that I'll just fall. But I can't have my base be there. If the base is there, then I can't push back in time. Oh, I can't spend enough time before I reach the end. Like, my tail is still there. I want my tail to be away, but I can't get to be away. Okay, so that's the problem. I tried being from here, seeing if that did anything. I don't think it did. I wonder if it's ever, like, necessary to, like, push a block on top of another block. Like, is it ever required to displace one and then, like, swap their positions? Is it ever necessary? Is it ever possible? Okay. Hold on. Let's do this. Okay, oh, I am very, very awkwardly positioned. Okay, I kind of want to flip so that I'm like on top of this block. Like this, almost. This doesn't work though, this gets rid of me. I guess it would never work in that case then. However, ooh, if this block were here... Okay, if this block were here, then something interesting could happen. And I think the only way that the interesting thing could happen is if I pushed this block over by 1, which is absolutely fine, I think. I could do this. And And the reason why this is the case is just so that I can do this push. There you go. Ooh, this push is fine. This is fine. This is absolutely okay. Huh. So I guess, yeah, this is kind of like displacing the block a little, right? I made the initial assumption that you could never have these blocks be misaligned. Like, they always have to have some column where they all existed in. But this sort of disproves it. Just because I'm using my own body to prop this block up. That's how I managed to get this block over. And I guess that just barely works out because I'm a length 6. Which is a thing that length 6 birds can do, but length 5s and 4s can't. Somehow. Okay. I need to be from here? Okay, I guess I probably need to be just about here instead. Sure. Ah, this works, okay. There you go. Hooray! What an awkward... No, but this puzzle was pretty nice. I think this puzzle was like one of the more beautiful ones. It's just showcasing what each bird can do. Like, each bird has its, I don't know, you dare say, special ability that no other length can pull off for some reason. I guess not really. 4 is kind of like the most inadept one, wherein it just can do everything that length 5 and 6 can. But length 5 can do their own special things, and length 6s can do their own special things. And somehow, because of their parities, the other side can't do it. And like, maybe that's what makes Snekburd so much more interesting than other Sokoban games, wherein that being longer isn't necessarily better. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure, yes, in like the original game this was shown, some parity was involved. But this level just very beautifully demonstrated that fact. Yeah, wow. So cool. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of the week. We've conquered another 3 levels. So yeah, 3 levels is good progress. Next episode we'll move on to 42 and above. So yeah, until next time though, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye!